Alright, welcome back. Got Arrma Mojave in here. Went ahead and always carry some extra wheel nuts. There's the part number, something I carry because you do lose them. So got the wheel put back on, found out that there was a rock stuck in that wheel that made it unscrew. So when I hit the trigger, the axle was stopped and it kept unspinning the wheel. So that's why I lost the wheel nut. Check the rest of them, they're all good. So now we're getting to why the body doesn't sit on. So I did notice that everything is shifted over to that direction because I slid and hit this wheel. So I originally thought it could have been the shock tower, but I'm unsure. I'm thinking maybe this whole back brace is shifted over. So I'm going to remove everything back here, inspect everything, see if anything's bent. I have a feeling it's just pried over because it's not over that far. And then we're going to give it a look. But everything is pushed over. So it is pushed over that direction. So with that said, we're going to get to taking this rear off. Now what I suggest is that you grab yourself a pick or something sharp and all the screws. Definitely clear out any debris that's in them because I've already had to do it. So figured I'd let you know what is going on. And we're just going to go ahead and take off this whole back section and see what's going on with it. I don't think the shock tower's bent. Everything is lined up too well, but you never know. Chassis still looks straight too. So, but it is pushed over about, I want to say, 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. So I have a feeling that it's something. Oh, hitting the camera now. It's something to do with this support. Now this support is kind of connected to this rear bumper. So something definitely is holding it over. I just don't know what. This is the wheel that came off. It did have a rock jammed in it. So I do have the new nut on it, but I need it off right now so that I can get to this bumper. So those two are the same size. I try to put some of the hardware back so I'm not searching for stuff. lot of rocks in it. Grab the body and set it back on. See if maybe that stuff was holding it. So at this point, it's still shifted over this direction. See? Everything is bound up this way. But why? I'm kind of wondering if I've twisted the chassis a little bit. Is what I'm wondering. So from what I can tell is that this end section right here is twisted up. So the chassis did get bent in this impact. So in looking down this chassis, this ear is up and this one's down a little bit. So this chassis has twisted that way. I want to say clockwise. And it's twisted a pretty good amount, which is still an easy fix because I'm going to clear this off. I am going to stick a crescent wrench in here and I'm going to pry this back down to fix this chassis issue, and then see about getting a replacement chassis. But that is what's going on. The chassis is bent on the Mojave from that wheel hit. So I'm really surprised that it got hit, or it bent. Trying to see which way these spacers go on. Not like it really matters. I can figure it out when I get it together. But it was a hard enough impact to twist up the chassis in the back. a side impact. It definitely was a full rip. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cleaned up and get this chassis adjusted, and we'll be right back. Alright, so here's my contraption on twisting the chassis back. Two long crescent wrenches, of course snap-on. And we're going to go ahead and give this chassis a little tweak back. It's not going to take much. And I do that because this is going to hold the chassis straight as I twist it. I'm going to grab a straight edge. I'll be right back. What do you know? A perfect fit now. So there lied my issue. Now I just want to double check. Now all I'm doing is squeezing the back of this to make sure it doesn't lift up here, that I'm perfectly level, which I am on both sides. This bump in the center makes it a little hard, so you got to do each side of the bump. So I have no flex there and no flex there. So my chassis is perfectly straight again. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing all buttoned back up, get this cleaned back off, get it re-greased, and put it back together. But yep, that was the issue, is that the back part of this chassis actually bent up a little bit. When this bends up a little bit, it throws the body mounts way off. So that's how I knew something was wrong. So there we go. I'm going to get everything cleaned up and get this put back together. Now I'm debating, I might want to pull out the center diff and throw some thicker diff fluid in it. And since I'm this far, I might want to go ahead and do the rear. But we'll be back in a little bit. I want to thank you guys for watching this part of fixing the Mojave. And stay tuned for the second part. Appreciate you guys watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.